Thomas Simmons received a terrible phone call early this afternoon, the kind a parent never wants to get.
I was out and gone on the air, and my wife called me and told me that my daughter's house was on fire. And then she called me back and told me that she was deceased in the fire.
Simmons, a firefighter for 14 years with the Duncanville Volunteer Fire Department, didn't get a chance to save his daughter, even though the fire that claimed the life of 46-year-old Marcia Beard happened right next door. This is what firefighters told us they saw when they arrived at the scene, the smoky, smoldering remains of a burned trailer. Firefighters told us a family member who lives nearby saw the lawn on fire but didn't realize the trailer had burned. They called 911, and by the time firefighters arrived, it was already too late.
A big loss, but some of the fire members, they're here, they're staying with me, and our pastor's here, and I'm going up now to talk with my wife and the rest of the family. We're just trying to get together, and right now just settle down a little bit and see what we can do next.
But what can you do for someone who's just lost so much?
No, well, just told him I loved him and I'm sorry. And, you know, when a circumstance like this, you don't ever know.
Simmons told us what happens next is in God's hands.
That's up to God. That's up to God. Whatever He wants me to do in dealing with this, I'll do it. I have no problem.
Marcia Beard is survived by her mother, father, husband, and 2 daughters who are only just beginning to move on. In Duncanville, Danny Salter, Wvua News. The odor coming from Tom Taylor Road in Northport is far from pleasant.
It's awful. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a really foul odor, just really foul. Makes you want to throw up.
It really stinks. I mean, if you don't believe somebody come in here and just ride through, they ain't got to stop, just ride through and just see how bad it's really smell up here.
Bottles, cups, trash. Residents say you can find it all just yards from their homes. But what they've been uncovering lately is truly disturbing.
Today we found at a minimum of 30 animals, at least 20 cats, some dogs, a couple of horses, all skeletons or in various modes of decomposition.
Germs, I mean, you know, dead dogs, dead cats, horses. I mean, it's a crying shame, you know, we really can't do nothing about it.
It's no cause for this. It's like a pet cemetery, except for they're not buried. They're all just laying in black plastic bags.
This is a bag full of cats. So is this. They're all dead. Residents said they counted about 19 of them earlier today whenever they were searching through the black trash bags. They think it's unusual that all the cats were adult and colored white.
We can't tell how the animals have been killed, but there were as many as 4 cats in a bag, you know, so it's not accidental. It's not just a casual, occasional thing.
And residents want it to stop. Tom Taylor Road is part of Northport, but the land it runs through is considered Tuscaloosa County, so there's a jurisdictional problem.
They need to come in here and see the trash and the dogs and stuff on the Tom Taylor Road. It's a crying shame for us to be living in the city, a Norfolk, in the road and stuff looking like this.
The Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, Northport Police, and Animal Control are investigating this so-called pet cemetery. In Northport, Danny Salter, Wvua News.
It feels like little pins just sticking you, just constantly sticking you, and it feels like it's like a heated itch, a heated pain, and you scratch and scratch and scratch.
Alexis White's talking about bed bugs. She found them in her house this weekend after being bitten numerous times. At first, White wasn't sure what they were, but the exterminator she called on Monday confirmed that the annoying biting insects were in fact bed bugs.
It's not a fairy tale. There are real bed bugs.
Michael Simpson's very familiar with insect infestations. He handles inspections for the Tuscaloosa County Health Department, and he told us that bed bugs are a lot like roaches, except for one big difference.
The main thing that bed bugs are looking for is a source of food, and that's going to be, blood from, from a warm blooded animal or mammal or human being.
Health officials told us Tuscaloosa's last reported case of bed bugs was right here at America's Best Value Inn. That was back in April of 2009, and inspectors told us that problem's been taken care of. Unfortunately for Alexis White, hers has not.
We're going to work on putting plastic on the mattress, the pillowcases, washing our clothes, everything in hot water. Just try to keep everything clean and wiped down.
The exterminator's estimate for getting rid of Alexis's bed bugs is $840, and she's trying to figure out a way to pay for it.
And if that don't work, the best thing for us to do is just to move, throw away everything, take nothing with us.
Wow. Would you get your money back?
No, sir.
In Tuscaloosa, Danny Salter, WVUA News.